my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end of people. Let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend. La la. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend. La la. Ba da 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 ya. Ba da 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 ba. Ba da 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 ya. Ba da da beep beep. Bo bo bye. Rubba dubba beep. Bo bye. Rubba dubba beep. Bo bo bo.
Alright guys, I'm going to tell you a story about how I got my puppy. I was on my way home from work in 2014 and I stopped at a gas station. When I walked up, there was a couple and they were feeding this dog a can of dog food that they had bought inside. He had a harness on and a leash. I said to them, "That's a beautiful dog." And they said, "We know." It's kind of cocky, I thought, but I just went inside. I got everything I wanted, and when I came back out, I said, "What is his name?" And they said, "We don't know, we just found him." Well, we're on the intersection of two major highways, directly across from the Texas Motor Speedway. And I knew if I left him that something bad would happen to him, so I decided that I would take him home because they said they had 3 dogs in the car and they lived 3.5 hours away. I put up flyers all over town that there was a lost dog, including the gas stations and everything, and then I put a Craigslist ad saying lost dog. Be careful if you ever do this because people will get dogs on there and use them for fighting. So make sure you just put lost dog and maybe the breed, but have the owner call and describe the dog to you so you can make sure you're releasing it to the right person. Anyways, we never got a call back, and by Monday I took him to the vet and they scanned his neck, and sure enough he had a chip. The chip registered back to a humane society in Hawaii. We asked the lady at the Humane Society how could this possibly happen. She said, "It's most likely because a soldier was stationed in Hawaii. He came home and he brought a pet home. Whenever he was sent back for deployment, then he probably had to dump the dog." She said that happens quite often for them because they're right by the military base. I don't know for sure that's what happened, but I'm just guessing. But I got some funny stories to tell you guys. So he has one toy. I buy him toys often, but he just destroys them. And when I say destroy, I mean he basically stands on top of them, rips them open, removes the squeaker from inside of it, chews it up, and then commences to pulling all the stuffing out of the toy, one mouthful at a time, until it's completely deflated. The one toy that he does have, he's had for about 2.5 years, and it's absolutely disgusting. I wouldn't take it away from him because it's his favorite toy, but I'm telling you, it's gross. I'll show it to you guys. This is the toy in question. It looks pretty beat up, but that's because he's had it for a long time. It's a squeaker, and it's the only one that will last more than 20 minutes in this house. When people come over, I have to tell them if they want to play with it, just don't play for too long because he gets kind of fed up if you keep his toy away from him. He doesn't play well with others as far as other dogs. He's kind of a tough guy. But with people, he's really good. One time he scratched his ear and he had a hematoma, which is basically just swelling inside the ear, which is from a busted blood vessel. Basically, he didn't puncture the outside of his ear so it wouldn't let it bleed, but just the inside filled with blood. We had to take him to the vet. It cost us $400 to repair his ear. 2 weeks into it, healing, he got in a fight, and his same exact ear got ripped off, almost off of his head. This ear right here doesn't actually lift up on its own. I've paid $800 for that ear. He's been known to get in a brawl or two, but for the most part now, he's got his life in the right direction, just one foot in front of the other. We got to get him a job, get some money coming in, you know, and get his life back in the right track. But he pretty much eats just regular dog food, and then he eats kind of whatever I'm eating. I don't give him any junk, but if I'm cooking meat or something, I'll usually cook some up for him with no seasoning on it before I cook mine and give him a little bit of it. If you guys don't know my story, I came out here 5 hours away from my friends and family to the middle of nowhere in Arkansas, and I love it, but it has been a little lonely, and this guy has really helped make this whole transition a lot easier for me. He's been a good listener for me, and he also makes me smile a lot because he's really goofy. Now, if you put a toy on the bed, or if you put his treats on the bed, he can get on the bed. But every other time that he wants to get on the bed, this is how he gets on the bed. Okay, get up there. What? What? Is that not pitiful? Anyways, I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks for formally meeting my puppy. Aloha. We'll see you next time.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let